Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I'm going to bring you a one-sheet wonder. Not done one for ages. So I was sitting and crafting with my sister online the other day, and I went, I'm going to do a little one-sheet wonder with some 6x6 paper, and I'm going to use it on our note cards. And this is what I came up with. So I've used this paper. Where's the backing sheet? I can tell you what it's called. Dragonfly something. I feel like it's there somewhere because it's quite stiff out. There we go. It is Dandy Garden, and it's 6x6, and it coordinates with the Dragonfly Garden stamp set, and then there's another stamp set in the suite as well. And so I went through and I went for sort of like the plainer one to come up with this. There's so many lovely designs. So you've got sort of plainer ones, and then you've got ones that have got colour in them, like that one. Quite like that. Was kind of the main reason why I bought it. I really like that one. So I'm going to do this one today. I'm keeping them plain. I've decided not to use the colourful ones. Decided to keep it plain. Going with Misty Moonlight. I thought this set might be more masculine. That was just a thought. So you've got Blackberry Bliss, which was torn. This is Bumblebee. There's Clips of Coral in there. Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, and Whisper White. Mossy Meadow was another one I thought, oh, I could do that. And as you can see, I've used the Dragonfly punch as well that comes with a set, and I've used the double oval punch as well. So 5 cards, 6x6 sheet. So any 6x, so you could make 20 if you had a 12x12 sheet. Just have to cut it 4 times. So I'm doing this for a blog hop, so I'm doing it for the ink stamp share blog hop, and the theme was the new mini catalogue or celebration. So that's what I'm doing it for. I'm going to use some celebration with this. With these cards I used the Dragonfly garden stamp in the background, which I thought was lovely effect there behind. This one's all leafed, so I'm going to use a touch of ink, and I'm going to use that leaf there to go in behind. I thought that might work. That was my thoughts. We'll see. So what we're going to do, I will put a little template on my blog, and so we're going to just trim down here at 2 inches, and then that 2-inch strip we're going to take another 2 inch off. So we've got a 2x2 square and a 2x4 rectangle. This one we will turn and we will trim at 2.5. So we've got a nice 4x2.5 big rectangle, and then this one we're going to come down at 1.5. So we've got 1.5 by 3.5 and 2.5 by 3.5. So those are our shapes, and then we can cut some mats to go with it. So I just need my Misty Moonlight, and I can't see it. There it is. Bit of Misty Moonlight. I've got to open another pack of this, so we'll use that. So we need to cut at 4 1/8. And then we're going to turn and we're going to cut at 2 5/8. And 2 1/8. So that's 2 of my mats. that one. And that big one. They're done nicely. And then we need 3 5/8. So that's just an 1/8 over there. 3 5/8, and we're going to cut it to 2 5/8. And 1 5/8. Wow. Couldn't have sorted that if I couldn't have done better if I'd measured on that one. So that's clearly done something wrong on that one. I must have written something down wrong. So that's 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. Don't know what that was supposed to fit, but it doesn't seem to fit anything. We'll do the little square. Will that one fit that way? That will fit that way somewhere. So this one, God, what am I like? Is 1 1/2 by 4. I haven't got a 1 1/2 by 4. I have followed my thing and cut them different. No, 1 1/2 by 3 1/2, that should be. I see my problem. So this piece is 4 inches by 3 1/2, and I was supposed to cut at 1 1/2 on the 4-inch side, and I cut at 1 1/2 on the 3 1/2-inch side, which is why the measurements for my mats don't measure up to that. So that is where I went slightly wrong. So it's okay. I can cut this one down to meet this one. So I'm going to have to do it off the top of my head. So it's going to be slightly different. So if this is 4, we want this to be 4 1/4. No, I just want an 1/8, didn't I? So 4 1/8. So my mats are just 1/8 of an inch bigger than these. So this is 2 inches, so we'll go 2 1/8. So there, this it's a different one sheet wonder. I will give you an alternative. Right, have we got something in these scraps that will work for this? No. So I want to cut my I've got a 2 inch by 2 inch, so we want to go 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, and that's that one sorted there. And then we just need this one sorting, which needs another piece of cardstock. So I need to find my new packet. So this measures 1 1/2 by 4. I'm going to do a white mat on this. As I've done it different, let's do it even more different. So an 1/8 over 1 1/2. So that's 1 5/8. And then we want 4 1/8. So that's a white mat round it. And then I'm going to do a misty moonlight around that. So we'll go down. So it was 1 5/8. So we'll go to 1 3/4 and 4 1/4, and give ourselves a double mat so that it pops a little bit more. And just very little mats. So I might just trim a little tad off that Whisper White. So it wasn't quite on that line. Just want a little bit more of a margin top and bottom. That's a bit better. Yep, that one works for me. Okay, so I just thought we'll do something different and give ourselves a little bit of a different look than the original plan. So these all just need sticking together. I'm going to use Tombow for that. I might just do that in time lapse. So that's them all stuck down, and I just scored my note cards. And did you see, I had a bit of trouble with that. I hadn't lined it up right, it stuck too quickly, I pulled it off. But you'd never know, not a crease inside. So that's sorted. I thought afterwards, oh, I could have punched out the mats that I'm going to do for the sentiments, but no, I didn't. I didn't do that. So the other pattern was directional, so it mattered how it was stuck on, but this one isn't, so it doesn't matter which way round these go, so you can have them in whatever orientation you want. So let me show you the ones I did before. Obviously those two are identical, whereas on the other one I had a slightly different size, so kind of look a little bit different. So that one was that one. We haven't got that shape, so we've got two the same size as that. We haven't got that shape, so you can see the sort of difference you get by cutting it slightly differently. Okay, so we're basically going to be doing two like that. So what I did was I did a little bit of stamping. So this one is you can't see much, so I'll probably just stamp the leaves all around. And with these ones I might just drop my stamp box. I might just do the leaves sort of cascading down. So just going to leave them to remind myself. I picked out different sentiments from various different sets for it, but let's just get this Misty Moonlight stamped. And oh, do you know, I'm just not, I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh, that's better. Right, let's do this one. I think we'll just do one little stamp with this. Now the note cards are changing over to basic white, as is everything that was Whisper White is changing over to basic white. So I'm not sure, they haven't last time I looked, I am videoing in advance, they had all the Whisper White papers replaced by basic white, but I I don't recall seeing, the note cards weren't on the list of what you could order, so they may or may not be available. But always handy to have. I've always got these note cards and envelopes in my stash. Bit of a misstamp there, but I don't think it'll matter. Might do that, the bigger one, and then that definitely covers that. Yeah, we'll do that. Because the photopolymer, they need some cushion behind it, and although I've got my pad here, sometimes it isn't actually quite enough. So what does that look like? So that covers up where it's overlapped quite like a bit in that corner, because we've missed that corner. I'm just going to clean it so that I'm actually only going to get one bit stamped. Need to clean my Stamp and Scrub. Just do that. Yep, that works for me. Okay, so we've got that one and that one. That one coming down. So I'm just gonna ink the half of it and not get the stem in. I think that'll be the best trick. Yep. And then do the same with these. I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna clean the stamp off again so that I don't get that bottom one on these. There. So that's okay. There. So they're all slightly different, but just got a little bit of interest there in the background. So I'm going to stick those down before I do any more to them. So then we've just got to do our sentiments. So stick that like so. So I'll continue with this, but in time lapse. So that's them all stuck down. I still had trouble with that one, didn't I? And then I dropped one. So now I'm pulling out my sentiments. So I am using the Thinking of You and the Hello Friend and the Thank You So Much from this one. I wanted a happy birthday, so I've used the happy birthday from Four Season Floral, and I'm using the happy belated birthday as I did in the other set, because how many of you need to send one of them? If you're out like me, sadly, quite often. So I'm going to get them stamped in my Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to use, these all fit in the oval from the double oval. Well, I think this one does. I haven't actually tried it, so might have gone too close to the edge. So I'm going to see. Yes, and it's fine. It does work in there. I'm going to trim this down before I punch them out, because otherwise it'll punch out the wavy oval as well. I don't want that. Okay, I'll cut the side. I thought that would fit because I knew that the happy belated birthday fitted. So I have got a little thing. I might have already done it. I'm planning on doing a Facebook Live with a little handy tip. So I might have done it already by the time this comes out. No sneak peeks. You just have to wait and see. But it's about just a handy little thing really for testing out whether or not your punches fit. Sentiments, just a handy little thing that I've made. You might have already done something similar. I'm sure I haven't made it up, but yes, that's coming soon. So just cut that down there. So get these punched out. Going to leave a little bit of space on the other side, because I'm just going to cut off the bottom. I am going to stick the little dragonfly because he's cute. So that's why he's gone to the side. That one will go to the side quite easily because he's only little. Some of them not so much. Well, I could have done that a little bit better, but I've just the way I've so we'll go over as much as we can. And then we've got the happy belated birthday. More or less in the middle, that one. And then we need to do the thing. No, I've never measured how wide this this is. Right, I've got a punch out there so I can measure. From there to there is 1/2 inch, so it's about 1.5 inches. So I'm going to cut a strip. Actually, I've got a couple of little bits See if I've got enough. One, no. I don't know why I thought that might be enough. I can get a couple out. That'd be too fiddly. Let's just cut a strip 1.5 inches wide. Might go a little tad over. And then we can go along here. Cut them down. Oh, still need another one. Got a little scrap here. There we go. That's them all done. And then I want to cut some little dragonflies, so I can use the little scraps for that. I did put the punch away. So this is a good way of coming in with some of your teeny tiny scraps that you might have, that you might have been hoarding. So you can go into little spaces. And punch them out. Two. It's flying. I can get in there. Get in there and get one. Sometimes I take scraps and I punch out things, you know, as a, if I've just got a spare moment, and I put them in a pot. So I've got them out, ready to go. I pinched myself then. There, I didn't even need that big piece. There they all are. Super. So there we are, ready. So I'll put one together and then I'll do the rest all sort of speeded up. So, bit of Tombow. Oops. There we go. And then take my bone folder, give him a little bit of flight. And then stick it down there. And then I did use, I coloured some pearls that I've actually got. Not got enough, so I might just use one. Of these dots. Me and Jill went ours on a packet. So I might just stick the one on. Just to give it a little bit. Because I haven't got enough to put 3 on all of them. So be doing that and then deciding which one that's going to go on. I can go, oh, I like it up there. Yeah, immediately liked it up there. So, some dimensionals on the back. If I had a Misty Moonlight blend, I could colour ordinary pearls with it. I might try it out with my Night of Navy. The light Night of Navy might work. So put that up there. And then that's that one done. So I'll finish off all the rest, but in time lapse. So there, they're all done. So I used my light Night of Navy to cover these little pearls, and that sort of worked. So there's that one, that one, that one, that one, and then I added a second one to that one. I didn't think it needed a third. So that was the ones that are actually the in colour ones. So there is my one sheet wonder. So just a quick and easy way of getting a collection of cards quite quickly. One missing. Yeah, using 6x6 paper. So kind of went maybe masculine and not masculine. I have made a box to put them in. Now, our note cards and envelopes, they will fit in the mini paper pumpkin boxes that you can buy in the catalogue. But I did make my own to hold those. So I'll make one for this as well, and I'll bring you that in another video. So thanks for watching. All the details will be over on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. I'll put these sizes and then my mistake sizes, so you've got options then, and I will link to the blog hop as well, so you can go and see what everybody else has made with the new mini and celebration stuff in the Ink Stamp Share blog hop. Okay, see you again soon.